Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, wonderful students. I am so happy you are here today. My name is Miss Penelope, and this is your English grammar lesson. Whether you are joining me for the very first time or you are coming back again, I am so glad you chose to learn with me today. Today, we are going to learn something very important. We are going to learn how to show that something belongs to someone. For example, how do we say that a book belongs to Sarah? How do we say that a car belongs to a doctor? How do we talk about the tail of a dog or the name of a teacher? We are going to learn how to do all of this with a very simple grammar rule called possessive nouns, with apostrophe S, written like this, apostrophe S. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to look at two words, a person or animal and a thing, and connect them together to show ownership. This is a skill you will use every single day in English, so let us begin. You are in the right place. Let us learn together. First, let us talk about what a possessive noun is. Do not worry, I will explain everything step by step. A noun is a word for a person, a place, an animal, or a thing. For example, Tom, Lisa, a dog, a teacher, a city. These are all nouns. Now, the word possessive comes from the word possess. To possess something means to own something or to have something. So a possessive noun is a noun that shows ownership. It tells us who has something or who something belongs to. In English, we show this with a very small but very powerful symbol. It is called an apostrophe, and it looks like a tiny comma up in the air. We write it after the noun, and then we add the letter S right after it. So the pattern looks like this. Noun plus apostrophe S shows that the noun owns something. Let me say that again slowly. We take the name of the person or animal. We add apostrophe S at the end. And this tells us that the next thing we mention belongs to that person or animal. It is short, it is simple, and it is used all the time in English. For example, if I want to say that Sarah has a book, I do not need to say the book that belongs to Sarah. That is too long. Instead, I simply say Sarah's book. Do you see how much easier that is? Sarah's book. The apostrophe S tells us immediately that the book belongs to Sarah. Great, you already understand the idea. Keep going. Now let me explain the rule more clearly. Here is how we build a possessive noun in 3 easy steps. Step 1. Find the noun, the name of the person or animal. Step 2. Add an apostrophe, that little mark that looks like a floating comma. Step 3. Add the letter S right after the apostrophe. That is the complete rule. Noun plus apostrophe plus S. And then you add the thing that belongs to that noun right after it. So the full sentence structure looks like this. Person or animal plus as, plus the thing they own. Let us look at a few names, so this becomes very clear. If I have the name Tom, I write Tom apostrophe S, like this, Tom's. Then I add what Tom has. Tom's car, Tom's dog, Tom's house. Each time, the apostrophe S is telling us that Tom owns these things. If I have the name Lisa, I write Lisa's bag, Lisa's phone, Lisa's sister. Yes, we can even use possessive nouns to talk about family relationships. Lisa's sister means the sister who is in Lisa's family. Now, I want to say something important. The apostrophe S does not make a word plural. Plural means more than one. For example, dogs with just an S at the end means many dogs. But dogs with an apostrophe before the S means something belongs to one dog. These are very different. The apostrophe is the key. It tells you, this is about ownership, not about more than one. You are doing wonderfully. This is very clear thinking. One more thing before we look at examples. The apostrophe S rule works for most nouns. We use it with people's names. We use it with words like mother, teacher, doctor, and we use it with animals. In everyday spoken English, you will hear it constantly. Once you learn this rule, you will start noticing it everywhere, in conversations, in books, in films, and in songs. Now let us see this rule in action with lots of clear examples. Excellent! Now it is time for the best part, looking at real examples. I am going to give you more than 10 example sentences. I want you to read each one carefully, say it out loud if you can, and think about who owns what. Let us go. Example 1. Sarah's book is on the table. Who owns the book? Sarah owns the book. The apostrophe S after Sarah tells us this. Sarah's book. Example 2. Tom's car is very fast. Who owns the car? Tom owns the car. Tom's car. We add apostrophe S after Tom. Example 3. The dog's tail is long. What belongs to the dog? The tail belongs to the dog. The dog's tail. Here the noun is dog, an animal, and we still use apostrophe S. The rule is exactly the same. Excellent. You are reading these perfectly. Example 4. My mother's name is Elena. Whose name is Elena? My mother's name. We are talking about the name that belongs to my mother. Mother's name. We add apostrophe S after mother. Example 5. The teacher's desk is big. What does the teacher have? The teacher has a desk. The teacher's desk. Teacher is a common noun. It is not a name. And we use apostrophe S with common nouns too. Example 6. Lisa's phone is new. What does Lisa have? Lisa has a phone. Lisa's phone is new. We add apostrophe S after Lisa, and then we say what she has, a phone, and then we describe it. New. Example 7. The baby's eyes are blue. Whose eyes are blue? The baby's eyes. We are talking about the eyes that belong to the baby. The baby's eyes are blue. Sweet sentence, yes? You are doing so well. Keep reading. More good examples are coming. Example 8. John's sister is a doctor. Who is John's sister? John has a sister. His sister is a doctor. We use John's to show that the sister is part of John's family. John's sister. Example 9. The cat's food is on the floor. What belongs to the cat? The food belongs to the cat. The cat's food. We always add apostrophe S, not just an S, because that apostrophe is what shows ownership. Example 10. My friend's house is near the school. What do we know about my friend? My friend has a house. The house is near the school. Friend's house. Apostrophe S after friend tells us the house belongs to my friend. Example 11. Anna's bag is red and white. Anna has a bag. The bag is red and white. We say Anna's bag because the bag belongs to Anna. Anna's bag. Example 12. The doctor's office is on the second floor. The office belongs to the doctor's office. It is on the second floor. This is a sentence you might use in real life. For example, if you visit a hospital or a clinic. 12 examples. Amazing work. You are a grammar star. Now let me show you one more thing. Sometimes we want to make a sentence that says what someone does not have. Or we want to ask a question. The apostrophe S still works the same way. For example, we can ask, where is Tom's car? Or we can say, I cannot find Lisa's phone. In every case, the apostrophe S is doing the same job, showing ownership. Let me say a few more example phrases quickly, so your ear gets used to hearing this pattern. The student's pen, my sister's birthday. The bird's nest, our neighbor's garden, the child's toy. Can you see the pattern? Person or animal. Apostrophe S. The thing they own. Every single time. Short, clear, and powerful. Now it is your turn. This is the practice section, and I love this part because this is where you really learn. Do not be nervous. You already know the rule. You have already seen 12 examples. You can do this. I am going to give you some exercises. For each one, think about the answer, say it out loud, and then I will explain the correct answer. Ready? Let us go. Practice exercise 1. I will give you 2 words. Your job is to connect them with apostrophe S. The first word is the owner. The second word is the thing they own. Word 1, David. Word 2, jacket. What is the answer? Let me give you a moment. The answer is David's jacket. David apostrophe S jacket. David's jacket. Well done if you got that right. Practice exercise 2. Word 1, the teacher. Word 2, chair. What do we say? We say the teacher's chair. The teacher apostrophe S chair. The teacher's chair. Did you get it? I hope you did. Great job. You are building real English skills right now. Practice exercise 3. I will say a long sentence. Your job is to make it shorter using apostrophe S. Long sentence. The bag that belongs to Maria is blue. Short sentence. Maria's bag is blue. You see, we take the long phrase, the bag that belongs to Maria, and we make it short and natural, Maria's bag. That is exactly what possessive nouns do. They make your English shorter and much more natural. Practice exercise 4. Long sentence. The nose of the dog is wet. Short sentence. The dog's nose is wet. Perfect. The dog apostrophe S nose. The dog's nose is wet. Wonderful. Practice exercise 5. Now I want you to make your own sentence. Think of someone you know, a friend, a family member, or a teacher. Think of something that belongs to them, and make a sentence with apostrophe S. For example, you might say, my father's car is blue, or my best friend's name is Amira, or my grandmother's cooking is delicious. Any sentence is correct as long as you use apostrophe S to show ownership. Did you make a sentence? Fantastic. You are speaking English. Now let me do one more type of practice. I am going to read some sentences. Some of them are correct. Some of them have a mistake. Listen carefully and decide. Is this sentence right or wrong? Sentence A. Mia's cat is very small. Is this correct? Yes. Mia apostrophe S cat. The cat belongs to Mia. Mia's cat. This is perfectly correct. Well done if you said yes. Sentence B. The dog's bone is on the floor. Is this correct? No, something is missing. Look, there is no apostrophe. It should be, the dog's bone is on the floor. Dog apostrophe S bone. Without the apostrophe, the sentence does not show ownership correctly. Always remember, the apostrophe is the magic symbol that makes this rule work. Sentence C, Emma's favorite color is green. Is this correct? Yes, absolutely. Emma apostrophe S favorite color. The color belongs to Emma. It is her favorite. Emma's favorite color is green. Perfect sentence. You spotted that mistake. That means you really understand this rule. Amazing. You have practiced so much today. Your brain is working hard, and you should be very proud of yourself. Every sentence you practice brings you one step closer to speaking English naturally and confidently. Keep practicing at home. Make sentences about the people around you. Write them in a notebook. Say them out loud. That is how language becomes part of you. We are coming to the end of our lesson, and I am so proud of you. Let us look back at everything you learned today. This is called the summary, and it helps you remember the most important points. Number 1, a possessive noun shows ownership. It tells us who has something or who something belongs to. Number 2, we form a possessive noun by adding apostrophe S, written as to the end of the noun. Person plus as plus thing equals ownership. Number 3, we use this rule with people's names, like Sarah's book, Tom's car, Anna's bag, and also with common nouns like the teacher's desk and the dog's tail. Number 4, the apostrophe is the key symbol. Without it, the word just has a regular S and means something is plural, more than one. With the apostrophe, it shows ownership. always write the apostrophe before the S. Number 5. This grammar rule makes your English shorter, cleaner, and more natural. Instead of the bag that belongs to Maria, you say Maria's bag. Simple and clear. Here are some of the example sentences from today's lesson to help you remember. Sarah's book is on the table. The dog's tail is long. My mother's name is Elena. The teacher's desk is big. Tom's car is very fast. The baby's eyes are blue. Anna's bag is red and white. Look how far you have come. From 0 to possessive nouns. That is real progress. Now I have a small challenge for you before you go. Tonight or tomorrow or whenever you have a quiet moment, write 5 sentences using apostrophe S. Use the names of people you know. Use the things that belong to them. Make your sentences personal and real. That way, this grammar will stick in your memory much more easily. For example, my brother's phone is black. My teacher's voice is kind. My city's park is beautiful. Your sentences can be about anything. Just use apostrophe S to show who owns what. I truly hope this lesson was helpful and clear for you. You worked so hard today and you deserve to feel proud. English grammar can feel difficult at first, but when you take it step by step, just like we did today, it becomes much easier. And you proved today that you can do it. If you enjoyed this lesson, please give it a big thumbs up. It helps other students find these lessons and learn English too. And please subscribe to this channel so you never miss a new lesson. Every week we have new grammar topics, new examples, and new practice exercises, all designed for you, the absolute beginner. You are exactly who this channel is made for. Thank you so much for learning with me today. I will see you in the next lesson. Until then, keep practicing, keep smiling, and remember, every word you learn is a door that opens to a bigger, more connected world. You are doing something wonderful by learning English, and I am so happy to be part of your journey. Goodbye for now. This is Miss Penelope, and I will see you very soon.